Hi, it's Dr. Panny here, and I want to thank you for taking our online health quiz. We realize that many people out there today are struggling with their ability to basically enjoy sustainable weight loss. Many times people are struggling to even lose weight, and others basically can't seem to keep it off. And unfortunately, today's answers are not exactly what they were 20 to 30 years ago. In the past, exercise and a healthy diet seemed to be enough for most people to basically get the weight off and oftentimes keep it off. But in today's unique climate and circumstance, there's basically a number of different factors that can influence that physiological dynamic that basically we call weight loss. And many people are struggling. There's nothing worse, actually, than basically eating like a mouse and exercising regularly and not seeing the scale move. It's so frustrating and unfortunate. And the reality is many of those people are not necessarily lacking in effort or discipline, they're lacking in physiological balance. What can happen is sometimes our body's metabolism can get off track, and it can do that in a number of different areas. But when that metabolism gets off track, then it becomes very hard to basically discipline our way out of that. So if we're experiencing those physiological hiccups, then we have to understand what those are and then bring those back into balance before we can enjoy the benefits of sustainable weight loss. So based on the answers to your quiz, it appears that digestive imbalances or disruptions is your primary roadblock. Now that's a mouthful for sure. And we recognize that there's a wide spectrum of digestive challenges that can exist. There can be everything from gastroesophageal reflux disease, to IBS, to celiac, to problems with defecation, with a host of challenges that can basically take place in either the esophagus, the stomach, the small intestine, or the large intestine. Regardless of where you're experiencing those challenges, anytime we experience digestive disruptions, it lends itself to impacts that can sometimes even be systemic, which means body-wide. And that's because digestive disruptions always result in inflammation. Now, what's interesting about inflammatory issues in the digestive tract is that they can spill over into effects in other systems of the body. So ultimately, it can affect a lot of things. It can slow us down in terms of our capacity to lose weight or operate a healthy metabolism. It can tax our energy demands. It can challenge us in terms of our ability to absorb nutrients or to get rid of toxins. So there's a lot of physiological impacts that take place when we have disruptions in the digestive tract. So for many people who find themselves struggling, A, to lose weight, and B, to keep it off, it's the digestive tract that's basically creating those challenges. So for us, we want to recognize that digestive symptoms are not always super obvious. Sometimes we have issues that are subclinical. That means they don't present with obvious symptoms, but they can still be a challenge and create metabolic disruptions elsewhere. So for us, we want to recognize that if the digestive system is out of balance, that if it's producing challenges with regards to nutrient absorption, defecation, or inflammation, then it makes the road to losing weight and keeping it off much steeper, much harder to basically stick with and follow. So what we want to do is always identify what those root issues are and then create a sensible and reasonable and effective plan to basically bring the digestive system back into a healthier state. All of a sudden that enables someone to have a much easier time both losing weight and keeping it off.